Hello, it's Auntie. I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna see if I can chat with you as I drive back to work. I had it in mind. I wanted to, I committed that I'm gonna try to read at least one story a week. These are some things I set for myself for 2025 as well. Share my vulnerable moments as we all grow together and give you some encouragement. Once again, at least once a week, preferably outdoors in different settings. And also I challenge myself to not just be reading stories, but to be creating my own poetry and stories, get back into my writing, you know. So we'll see how that part unfolds. But I'm gonna let you keep my company as I head back into work here now. Listen to me. I already have the phone on the side, oh boy. Alright. I just got through at the credit union where I waited for, it's looking to me like just under an hour and a half. And when I got up, my foot was slipping. My foot was literally slipping. I did very well. I had the phone. I said I'm not going to look at the phone. I'm going to just be present. Another thing, I'm challenging myself, come off of the phone sometimes, you know. I'm going to just be present, interact with people as I care to. And that started off very well. Not so much interacting, but you know, as usual things, good afternoon and eye contact and a smile. So you never know what your smile could do for someone, right? But then as I started to get tired and it approached an hour that I had been there, I started staring down the person, one or two persons that I knew I would have to go to. And I caught myself with my mouth getting pushed up in the air. And I fixed that. I was aware and whatnot. And then the amusing thing, at one point in time, someone came into the credit union and was saying something about you would have to wait long, and the guard said yes, but you will get through it. Just takes a bit of patience, you know. And I smiled once again because they said obviously that message was for that person and also for me. And these are some things that I've been praying and meditating about during my morning quiet time. Being patient, understanding God's plan for me, and you know, trusting the process and so on. So that was perfectly fine. And then when I went up to the young lady now, very sweet and pleasant once again, obviously she apologized. Because while I was sitting staring her down, she was up and down, up and down, up and down. It was like, why she doesn't just like call the next number rather than all this walking. Obviously I know there was a purpose for it, but I was frustrated nevertheless. And she was very helpful and shared a bit with her what I needed, you know, what I needed and so on, how I would like her to do what she was doing for me and so on. And then I heard her talking about a printer is not working or being fixed or something. I was to myself, she want to put like the government departments or something in the shade now. But I said, so this is why you've been up and down all the time like that, because every time you do the simplest thing, you have to walk and like go in another room there to go to the printer. And she gave me a look. She said yes. So in that moment, that was what's the word? That was like a bit of an epiphany, you know, like a moment when you realize the patience has to be on both sides. The patience has to be on the side of us, the customers, but then you don't understand the constraints people are working on it too. We chatted a bit more, you know, we made some small talk and whatnot. We both agreed that this time things should work out in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish. But that's actually one of several interactions, and it's no surprise because my days normally go like this. And Sometimes I have days like really good energy days. Sometimes I have spiritual days. Like I will have a day, lots of animals and so on around me, different things. Sometimes I may have a day, as I said, lots of positive interactions. Sometimes you might have a day where I go to work and I plan to do ABC, and if I spend a lot of my time talking because people just come and start sharing, and I'm at the stage where I tell myself, you know what, this is my work for today, this counts as well. Mind you, I would accomplish what I need to accomplish, but just not in the order or the time that I want. So this morning I started off. I went to the gas station. Well, the young man that dealt with me, he's not much of a talker, that's fine. But then to get your points now, he left another young man to deal with that, and he was very pleasant. Just give me a moment, I'm just here trying to get my gloves on, and did you pay with cash, and blah, blah, blah. And then when I was done, and he said, this is the amount of money you have now available, like, with regard to your points or whatever. No one has never really said that. And then he went on, he said, and have a good day. Of course, it was exchanging. And drive safely out there. That was like 2 things. And then he came back now. And thanks for choosing this place. And Happy New Year. I said, well, you are like so pleasant. I had to ask him his name. I really was impressed. Then that was one thing. Then I had it in mind I have to take back the library books. Obviously, I always borrow a lot of books to be reading to the children, you know. I had renewed them, but I should have returned them Friday. Normally, you will have to call to renew again on the day when they're due, you know. Well, I brought them along, and then I said to myself, but Jasmine, you have to go to credit union and whatnot. You're gonna have time. This is gonna make your day kind of hectic, you know. Heading down Old Town to deal with the library, then still credit union, all these things to be done, and then still teaching lessons this evening at home. So I said, no, I'm not a charming, pleasant person for nothing. I called, and I explained that the book should have been returned or renewed on Friday, but it would be challenging for me to get there today, and if she could renew them. And the nice young lady there. There's actually a good plus for young people. You realize everything I'm talking about is young people. I always make this point. We don't spend enough time talking about positive young people. Yeah, we exchanged our pleasantries. Once again, how was your Christmas? And I told her I had a great one. I actually had a nap. That was such a big deal for me on Christmas Day. I told her I would like for her to facilitate me and renew them. That if anything, any money that's owed, you know, between Friday and today would just pay it. And she did facilitate me. And then she called me back. Obviously, she saw the number I was calling from. She said when she had renewed them, she only renewed 10. So she renewed the other 2, and it's going to be a bit more. But I said it's absolutely fine. I really appreciate you calling me back. Really pleasant interaction. So I was trying to see in my mind how I could work it out that I would go to the credit union another day. I just wasn't really feeling it going anywhere, you know. But then when I checked the opening hours and different things I have going on this week, I said, no, you can't get away. You get away from the library just, but you can't get away from this one. So I decided, well, I'll just have to bite the bullet and go. And when I went now and I got down to the car park, I looked across, I saw like this Jeep. This vehicle was parked like kind of crisscross, like over about 3 parking spaces. I said, but is it that something went wrong here? You know, somebody feeling sick or something? What it is really? And then this gentleman, he got out and he asked me, he was looking for directions to find a doctor's office. But the office, although they describe themselves as in Warrens, is nowhere close to really where I was. And when I asked, his wife was driving, I asked the wife, what is the number for the office? And I tried calling. You're just getting this automated thing. Very annoying. I go through this a lot with Mom. As you know, Mom is 90 now, soon to be fabulous, 91. And these things can be very frustrating for young people, even more so the elderly. So obviously that was no help. They have their Google or whatever they're trying, but that's going to help up to a certain point. So I say, you know, but I have a general idea where it is, and I know there are some new buildings over in this area where I'm thinking, you can drive behind me, you can follow me, and I would help you. So the wife, she said, well, she's thankful, but she doesn't want to inconvenience me. I said, it's no trouble because I'm heading down that area to go to credit union. Anyway, I have to pass there. It's up to you, but you know, it's no problem, you can do it. So she agreed. We passed, we found one place that said doctors, but not for this particular doctor. And then as I was going along, I saw people walking that I could answer to. So I saw another person, and she told me the only place she knows is I have to make the next right turn. So when I made the turn, it turns out that that was actually the place, but no signage, nothing. I guess, as I said, it's relatively new, but they need to, you know, get up some signs and so on, I would say urgently. And all is well that ends well. They just need to be able to answer the phone for you to have a human voice when you call, and they need to put up signs, which I'm hopeful they will do sometime soon. And the gentleman and his wife, they obviously know, just as I was thankful for. You see how it goes? You receive and you give. Good service, good interaction at the gas station with the librarian, and then I was able then, for my part, pass that on in terms of assisting this couple. So the wife, then she asked me my name, and we wish each other all the best for the new year and so on. Both she and the husband were very appreciative, good energy, and I took that good energy then with me to the credit union. So I have no reason to doubt that things are going to work out. I've actually arrived. I did it. I chatted with you. Thank you so much for keeping my company. Yeah. It's going to be a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful year to come and everything. In between all the challenges and the opportunities to exercise our patience. When last you heard me talk about throwing a tantrum, a mini tantrum. I probably still do from time to time, but I think I probably recover. I'm aware of it, and I probably recover a lot more quickly now. So that is growth. That's what we're here for, to grow together. Last note I'll say is, while I was there waiting at the credit union too, obviously I wasn't the only person waiting, and I was seated at there. You could hear like the people on the outside now. You know it's busy because it's been the holidays, so we've had some short days or some days where they haven't been open. I don't think they're going to be open tomorrow. So yeah. I have some people watching me here probably wondering who I'm talking to. Is she okay? She's talking to herself. Yes, I'm fine. Yeah, so the point is, other people now who are waiting to even get inside, they were getting frustrated. I can actually pick this up because I have stopped. Come on, Jessie. Let me see my beauty there. I can even take off the shades. And there was a young man outside. He said he's looking in. I can only see only one body in there working, and this ain't good enough. I got things to do. And then he started talking. He said the reason he has to do something. I wasn't eavesdropping, but he was talking very loudly in his frustration, mind you. The reason why I'm there is because my grandmother has passed away, and I have to come and do something. And it just hits me like how many times you might not even be interacting with the person yourself, but like privy to conversation and privy to all this frustration, this aggression, but you don't understand like what's at the root of it, you know. So I suppose part of that was like the grief from grandpa. Don't fool yourself. A lot of people, especially young people, as you know, that's my passion, bring over themselves very aggressively But at the root of that, there are some of the most loving, caring persons that you know, and they feel things very intensely. They just don't know how to process things sometimes, you know. Yeah. So that'll be my last note to you. As you go about your daily interaction and getting on with things that you have to do, just like Auntie has things that she has to do. Just spare a thought. You want to see my pretty eyes? Look me there. Just spare a thought for the different challenges and different things that we're all experiencing, okay? A whole 15 minutes I chatted with you. I'm going to say that eat now. That's another thing I've been doing some intermittent fasting. And you know what? I'm doing a lot better. One time I would be like, just barely missed breakfast and what? Getting all cranky and stuff. You see the power of the mind. Yeah. So it's time I was supposed to break this fast at 12. When I get everything, I'm saying when and not if. When everything works out, I'm going to share with you what it is that I've been working towards and praying towards and thinking positively about and everything as an encouragement to you too. All right? Okay. So continue to enjoy your day. I love you. I love you. I love you. And let me keep growing together and you keep encouraging me as I promise you I'll keep encouraging you. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.